Welcome to Deep Into Finance family. We appreciate you being here with us. Give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Share with your friends and family and stay up to date to our future videos. It is important to note that in the United States, individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. While there have been investigations and legal proceedings involving President Trump and his administration, he has not been indicted or convicted of any crimes at this time. However, I can provide some background information on investigations and legal proceedings involving President Trump and his administration. During his presidency, there were several investigations into possible collusion between the Trump campaign and Russian officials during the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Special counsel Robert Mueller was appointed to lead the investigation, which resulted in the indictment of several individuals connected to the Trump campaign, including Paul Manafort, Rick Gates, and Michael Flynn. The Mueller report, released in April 2019, did not find sufficient evidence to establish a conspiracy between the Trump campaign and the Russian government, but did outline instances of potential obstruction of justice by President Trump. In December 2019, the House of Representatives approved 2 articles of impeachment against President Trump, charging him with abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. The charges stemmed from allegations that President Trump pressured Ukraine to investigate his political rival, Joe Biden, in exchange for military aid in a White House meeting. The impeachment trial was held in the Senate in January and February 2020, and while a majority of senators voted to convict on both charges, the required 2/3 majority was not reached, and President Trump was acquitted. Since leaving office in January 2021, there have been ongoing legal proceedings involving President Trump and his business interests. The New York State Attorney General's office and the Manhattan District Attorney's Office are both investigating possible financial crimes committed by the Trump Organization. In addition, there have been calls for further investigations into President Trump's role in the January 6, 2021, insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, during which a mob of his supporters stormed the building in an attempt to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. However, as of my knowledge cut off in September 2021, no indictments have been issued against President Trump in connection with these investigations or legal proceedings. It is important to wait for official information from credible sources rather than rely on speculation or rumors. One of the ongoing investigations involves the Trump Organization, the real estate company owned by President Trump and his family. The New York State Attorney General's office is investigating the company's financial practices, including possible tax fraud and insurance fraud. The investigation began in 2019 and has since expanded to include multiple properties owned by the Trump Organization. In addition to the New York State investigation, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office is also investigating the Trump Organization for possible financial crimes, including bank and insurance fraud. The investigation has reportedly focused on payments made to adult film actress Stormy Daniels and former Playboy model Karen McDougal, both of whom claimed to have had affairs with President Trump before he became president. The Manhattan DA's investigation is being led by Cyrus Vance Jr., who has been seeking President Trump's tax returns for several years. In February 2021, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that President Trump's tax returns could be released to Vance's office as part of the investigation. The tax returns were reportedly received by the Manhattan DA's office in March 2021. Another investigation involving President Trump and his administration is the January 6 insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. On that day, a mob of Trump supporters stormed the Capitol in an attempt to disrupt the certification of the 2020 presidential election results. 5 people died as a result of the violence, including a Capitol police officer. Following the insurrection, there have been calls for further investigation into President Trump's role in inciting the violence. In February 2021, the House of Representatives voted to impeach President Trump for his role in the insurrection, charging him with incitement of insurrection. The Senate trial resulted in his acquittal, with only 7 Republicans joining Democrats in voting to convict. In addition to the impeachment trial, there have been other investigations into the events of January 6. The FBI has been conducting a large-scale investigation into the individuals who participated in the insurrection, and many have been arrested and charged with various crimes, including trespassing, assault, and conspiracy. There have also been calls for a 9/11-style commission to investigate the events of January 6. The commission would be tasked with conducting a comprehensive investigation into the causes of the insurrection and making recommendations to prevent similar events from happening in the future. However, as of my knowledge cut off in September 2021, no such commission had been established. It is important to note that while there have been multiple investigations and legal proceedings involving President Trump and his administration, he has not been indicted or convicted of any crimes at this time. It is also important to wait for official information from credible sources rather than relying on speculation or rumors. Another area of investigation involving President Trump and his administration is related to his immigration policies. During his presidency, President Trump implemented several controversial immigration policies, including a travel ban on individuals from several predominantly Muslim countries and the separation of families at the southern border. In June 2018, a lawsuit was filed by the American Civil Liberties Union (ACLU) on behalf of a woman from the Democratic Republic of Congo who was separated from her 7-year-old daughter at the border. The lawsuit, known as Missel v. ICE, sought to represent all parents who were separated from their children as a result of President Trump's immigration policies. In February 2021, the Biden administration announced that it would be reuniting families who were separated at the border under the Trump administration. However, it is unclear if any legal action will be taken against President Trump or his administration for their role in the family separations. There have also been ongoing investigations into President Trump's business dealings with foreign governments. The Emoluments Clause of the U.S. Constitution prohibits federal officials from accepting gifts or payments from foreign governments without the approval of Congress. During his presidency, there were concerns that President Trump's business interests were in violation of the Emoluments Clause, particularly with regard to his hotel in Washington, D.C. Several lawsuits were filed against President Trump, alleging that his business interests were in violation of the Emoluments Clause. However, many of these lawsuits were dismissed due to lack of standing or other legal technicalities. As of my knowledge cut off in September 2021, no legal action had been taken against President Trump for his alleged violations of the Emoluments Clause. There have been multiple investigations and legal proceedings involving President Trump and his administration, including the Mueller investigation, the impeachment trial, the ongoing investigations into the Trump Organization, the January 6 insurrection, and the family separations at the southern border. While there have been allegations of wrongdoing, President Trump has not been indicted or convicted of any crimes at this time. It is important to wait for official information from credible sources and to remain objective and impartial in evaluating the evidence.